This is because of the warning of the ancient teachers against allowing the secret doctrine to become crystallized into a creed. The wisdom of this caution is apparent to all students of history. The ancient occultism of India and Persia degenerated and was largely lost, owing to the fact that the teachers.
Alright. I'm about to get in the ocean. So let you know what's going on. Again, I constantly keep on telling you that you're not in Kansas anymore. The frequencies change, Earth changed, the sun changed. The planets is within you. There are portals. Your chakra system is portals. A way to transmit and receive light codes, information, downloads. We live in a matrix, and right now you will want to learn how to hack the matrix, connect to the matrix. You know, I tell my peoples that you can either be a player or you can be, the computer simulator, right? A part of the computer simulator, Agent Smith, right? You could be Agent Smith or you can be Neo, right? Meaning Neo, he woke up, he got that spark, right? He connected to his oversoul, right? His soul, OC. We have to learn words. You have to learn computer tech, right? Computer language. Sacred geometry, visualization. What? This is a vehicle, right? This right here is a vehicle. Is way more powerful than this vehicle can ever be, right? Because this vehicle right here was actually made from the minds of people, right? Somebody went into the ether, right? And they brought back this technology so they can build a car, right? They brought back this technology so they can build planes, different things for transportation, right? We talk about different type of vehicles, right? Trains, planes, cars, macabres. All of these things are vehicles, right? And all of these vehicles, it take different type of fuels to actually continue to operate these cars, right? You need the fuels, you need the fuel to give it energy, right? That gas that's going to have it moving, right? So we know it's good energy, is bad energy, is good gas, is bad gas, right? For instance, right? My check engine light came on, and it could have been many reasons why it came on, but the reason why it came on because I happened to put regular gas in my vehicle. When the regular gas is polluted, it's dirty energy, right? Unleaded regular is dirty energy, and this vehicle is too pure, right? It's upgraded to a whole nother level for it to consume that type of energy, right? So when it consume regular, unnatural, unleaded, I apologize, unleaded, it actually messes up the function of the car, right? So what type of energy are you putting into your vessel, into your vehicle, right? Is you using canola oil, vegetable oil, uh, virgin oil, extra, what is it called? Extra virgin oil, whatever, meat, right? Are you using meats for energy? Are you using vegetables for energy? Are you using herbs for energy? Another one. Are you using the sun for energy? But it's different. It's different ways. It's different ways to. It's different ways. It's different. It's different types of energies that you can use to operate this vehicle. How do you know what your vehicle is capable of doing, right? Do you want to be Neo? Right? Do you want to be the regular person that you always been? Right? Do you want to be the animal man? That you've been. Do you want to be the God that you could be? Do you want to be a part of the universe? Do you want to get to know who you were, who you was, right? Or do you even want to know who you are about to become, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who am I about to become? Because the past is in the past. I'm looking towards the future, which is the past. If that makes sense to you. So with all of these lifetimes that I lived, these different parallel dimensions, realities, the many different selves, I can be anyone, I can be anything, but I choose the higher. Right? I choose light. So I want to become light. I want to become the full spectrums of light, right? Hue, the rainbow. So I have to feed my body to produce more light, right? So no meats, we talking about clean energy, right? We talking about clean energy where you only can get from fruits and vegetables, right? And herbs, fruits, vegetables, and herbs, where we can connect to the plant kingdom and it open up portals within us for we can connect to ourselves, right? And the unseen worlds around us. Right? The unseen worlds around us. We live in a matrix, we live in a computer simulation. Right? This is a simulation. Right? And you want to learn the command signals to actually tap in to the matrix, right? Back in the day we used to play, I believe it was Contra, And I believe this was Nintendo, yeah, Contra. You know, we wanted extra lives and stuff like that, right? So I believe it was up, up, down, left, right, right? And that'll give us the cheat code to beat the game, right? It might give us 100 lives, right? It might give us the unlimited special powers, right? You know, you want Mario to be in, you know, the fireball mode from the first. So as soon as you press start and the game start from the beginning to the end, you want Mario and Luigi to be in fire mode, right? Where they shooting the little fires, right? So we could do the code, you know, so you can have the fire suit, right? So the same way we play these games is the same way that you can actually hack this system and use it to benefit, right, yourself. Again, we in a matrix, and we can tap into this. I would tell people to learn the commands, learn the mantras, right? Learn some mantras, learn some of these words. Go within. Don't take nothing I say and run with it. Go within so you can know what you're supposed to be doing, right? Because we all on different levels. So if this stuff don't apply, then, you know, if it don't resonate with you, and it ain't for you, right? But if it resonates with you, then you know it's time for you to change the way you thinking. Know that right now we in a time where your enemies don't want you to ascend. Your enemies don't want you to have this information, so you can bring technology, right? You can bring technology from the other realms, the other worlds, right, to advance the human civilization, right? We know, like Nikola Tesla bringing free energy and all of these things, and the government, you know, stopping it. The government actually creating, you know, false narrative of the person, you know, first a false image, you know, turning someone to a whole nother, you know, complexion or whatever. And this too, it's different type of melanins, right? So we know that Caucasians have melanin in them too, a different type of melanin, right? So different hues, right? We have yellow, we have orange, we have red, we have green, we have blue, you know, the different colors, different spectrums of light, right? We have all of these things, so we have to know that everybody not gonna have the same hue, right? Learn your signs, right? Learn your element, learn what planet you're from. Connect to the sun gaze, right? Get your vitamin D, and sun gaze. You can actually look directly at the sun, and once your eyes adjust to the sun, the sun is a portal, the moon is a portal, all planets is a portals, right? All planets are portals. You get they call it vitamin D, right? But vitamin D is energy, right? Your body taking on energy. We have receptors in our body that breaks down the light codes and breaks down the energy and transform it so it can energize us, right? Um, so you wanna look at the sun to one for the energy, right? Ra, right? You have a you have a you have a photon that's within you. That's your light, right? Everybody not connected to their photon. That's why we can see people walking around here doing things, like they lifeless, like they soulless. They don't have no light within them, right? Their light is real dim. You know, everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same. We have fallen angels, we have humans. Um, we have different stages of evolutionary process, right? So, you know, even when you born, you come out your mother and all of that stuff, your father. When you come out your father, you coming out as a liquid, right? As a little organism, right? That you can barely see with your eyes, and from something that you can barely see, that microscopic, it turns into this vessel that you see right here. So we know the different stages of evolution. We know that you take a baby out too early, right? It might come out looking like a fish. It might come out looking like a tadpole, right? Might come out looking like a frog. Might come out looking like an alien, right? The big eyes, and you know because these, when I say alien, I mean the grays and stuff like that. The big head, the big eyes, and the grays that they show you. Like, you might come out any one of these features because they were once you, right? This all is in our DNA. Before, you talk about Darwin's theory, right? Before you was a human, right? You experienced a bird. You experienced every part of life, and then you evolved to this person you are now, right? But the thinking that you have now, right? You're higher in your evolutionary stage, right? But you can always revert back. It depends on what you learn here, and how you apply it. Your vibrational level. Did you ever learn about living, right? Did you ever learn about dying? Um, do you know the different spectrums of light? The ray system, the chakra system. All of these things play a part on universities, right? We go through school, and this is, you're no longer in grade school now. You're in a university. You're in college, right? Universe, right? You're in the universe, right? And you're in this university, right? You're in a universe, and you're going. Just look at universe as university. College. You're here. You're learning. It's experience, and you came here to graduate. You didn't come here to fail, right? You came here to learn and grow, right? Now, of course, we know we didn't come here to fail. So we know that it's a learning process. It's a learning process. Learning, right? So right now, I can leave this spot right now, and I can crash on the highway and die, right? Now I would have to start everything all over again. And I'm going to forget, but somewhere in me is going to hold the memories, right? And my DNA is going to hold the memories within my light code, right? Within my light. So when I come back into another vessel, somewhere deep within me, I should be able to tap in and pick up where I left off, right? From my past life and learning more in this life to achieve that rainbow, to achieve that light that's within that all spark, right? Because again, you are, the sun is you. The sun is in you. So we have to learn how to hack the system, right? You have to bring both hemispheres together, north and south. Right? Or left and right. Left and right. The left and right hemispheres you have to bring together. Right? And forget about, I'm going to say this. This is for my water bearers, right? Oh, man. When the words leave my thought process, right? It might not have been facts, right? It might have been something that my ego was about to tell you, or it might have been something that the powers that be that operate this system, that controls this system, will have the false illusion of controlling this system, don't want the information to be shared, so they will send signals to disrupt, the thinking or whatever. But the south, the north and the south, right? You have your crown, and you have your root. Them two, we don't need to be there right now. We don't need to be there. But where you need to be at, what you need to open is this right here, right? The center. Once you open the center, right? Because we dealing with the lowest, right? It's nothing for me to deal with my root chakra, my sacred chakra and my solar plex, right? Them, be in survival mode, right? So my environment is bringing forth, them energies and everything, right? We don't want to operate there, right? We want to come here. We want to operate with these. Forget these three lower ones, right? We have to jump right here. right? This one is going to connect you to this and this and higher. Well, you have your pineal gland where information comes to, the light codes and signals and everything. We call it archangels, right? Where it's archangles of light, and your pineal gland actually deciphers the light codes. So you can use these energies, right? This frequency, this information, these downloads to better yourself and humanity. But again, you have to light, right? Light. Light. We have to be light. Light. We have to be light. We have to be light. Light meaning not heavy, right? We don't want to be weighed down, right? We don't want to be held down. We don't want to be weighed down. We want to be light, right? How do you be light? One, you have to stop putting them poisons in your body, right? You be too overweight, right? We have to get light. So you have to put the good things in your body so you can get light, right? You're going to get light. You're going to get light. So you put the good things in your body. Like I said, like the fruits and the vegetables. You leave the heavy things alone because you want to be light. Not light as the sun, but light as in not being heavy. Again, look at the computer codes, the computer commands and stuff like that. Study the symbols, and once you start to study these symbols, if it don't resonate with you, it don't resonate with you. But once you start to study these symbols, if this is open, if you true to who you say you are, and you working on the things that you say you really working on, then these symbols, these command codes will actually help you unlock your DNA, right? You want your 12 strands, you want your 28, 24, you want your 48, you want your DNA to be unlocked. And all I'm doing is showing you how to do it. Breathe, fast, meditate, pray. Think positive, right? They tell you affirmations. That's more like praying, right? Because you're gonna go within and change things on the spiritual plane first. You're dealing with the energies. You wanna change things on the energy level, spiritual level first, and then it will start to manifest in the physical, right? So what you do is you meditate, right? You're going within and you're doing things on the external, right? And then you're going to do the praying and everything, right? And that's going to take it outward, right? Meaning when you praying, you asking for whatever you want to ask, right? You giving thanks for, whatever you want to get thanks for, but you speaking it into existence, right? So you bringing it out because now, you told the universe, you went in and you knocked on the universe door and got its attention, right? Or your higher self attention. And now once you get the attention, all you got to do is tell the higher self what you want, right? And now you have to listen and wait for a response. That's it. So now that you praying, after you went in, you praying. Okay, hold on. The breathing is going to get you on a level, right? Certain breathing techniques is going to build up energy within you, right? When you build up these energies, this is going to put you on a frequency, right? To communicate, right? Or to be heard. You also have to fast, right? To put your body in alignment with the universe, right? Your body don't have none of the things, none of the impurities that's in it that's going to be blocking, the heavy metals and all of these things, right? It's not going to be blocking, none of these transmissions and none of that stuff, right? So you'll be able to receive, right? So now you have your body, right? Then you have the mind, right? So you got the body, then you got the mind, right? That's where you breathing, right? You're doing the breathing, right? Then you got the body, the fasting, then the mind is, you going into meditation and you shutting down your mind so you can actually knock on them doors, the wait for an answer, right? Then you get out of your meditation, right? Whenever you get out of your meditation, then you pray, right? You have these thoughts on your mind all day, right? The same way you can sit here and think about, eating, you thinking about food all goddamn day, you thinking about sex all goddamn day, you thinking about drugs, liquor, all that stuff is drugs. You thinking about food, like you thinking about sex, like you thinking about these things all day, and you manifest these low energies into your world. So when you think about these positive things and these things coming into your world, and you using these techniques, these mantras, this stuff is going to connect you to a whole nother world, so don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you're scared, there's no need for you to even getting into your spiritual journey, right? Because it's going to be a lot of things that's going to transpire, a lot of things that's going to be shown, but not, I would say not all at once, but it depending on what you do, it could happen all at once and it can break you mentally, right? So it's certain things that you don't want to do until you're ready, right? Until you don't want to skip no steps, right? Because I was one of the ones that was scared as heck, right? But my situation, my life and who I am, and what I want and what I want to become is so much stronger than my fear, right? That I'm pushing. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? I always wanted to know the truth. I always knew that it was more to me, right? More to this universe. So now that everything is coming to me like a movie, it's scary, but it's something that I embrace, you know, because it's true. The things that I experience TVs, I experience phones, I experience the unseen. You know, I had communications, right? So there's no turning back for me. My consciousness has changed. I'm no longer the same. I no longer can really operate within the system because I know too much of the system, right? I know too much of my enemies. I know too much of the people that's around me, you know. So it's kind of hard to be around the difference, right? It's hard for me to go out and work. It's hard for me to do a lot of things because I know what's going on, right? I lost family members. I'm constantly losing family members because I see the changes in them. I see the changes in the frequency, right? So you can be good right now, and then the universe, you know, your enemies is going to send these codes, and they're going to be like, yo, do this to this guy, right? Say this to this guy. And it be said, and these people don't really know that they're being controlled. And so as long as these people is able to be controlled, you know, they are my enemies because they're not choosing to wake up to what's really going on, and they putting themselves in a position to be used. So I have to get away from them because my life, right, is being threatened. But I mean by that, this life, right, it only can be threatened from me, right? Nothing outside of me. When you know yourself, right, you know how powerful you are, you know that nothing can destroy you or hurt you but yourself. But your enemies will put people, right, and they will put situations before you so you can plot on your own demise, right? Because this right here, your mind, the way you think, you know, is going to determine if you're going to live, if you're going to die, if you're going to kill yourself, if you're going to keep yourself alive, right? It all depends on the thoughts that we think, right? So if you're around me and you constantly putting out negative thoughts, right? Let's say you want to hurt me. You can't hurt me, but if I allow myself to enter your energy field, right? Meaning I'm lowering myself so I can come into your universe, right? Once I put myself into your universe, then yes, you're able to hurt me, right? Because I'm able to, I'm allowing you to do it, right? Because I put myself on your frequency, right? And it's your frequency, you know, your own universe. You're the master of the universe. So as long as I keep people on my frequency, I'm gonna have the power, right? My frequency is more powerful than yours because it's dealing with love. It's dealing with this understanding. So it's going to be more powerful. It's just that I have to always remember, right? I always have to keep my eyes open to the people that's being controlled, right? I can see it. you know, they tell you is we talking about these little spider things. We're talking about energies. We're talking about things that people cannot see, right? But it's around them. Is embedded in a aura, right? Like little octopuses, and not just silver cord, but other cords to other beings, because people is doing these drugs, and it's allowing these gateways to these other dimensions to come forth and control you, right? To put you in a low vibrationary state. So with that, I'm about to be out. I'm about to take myself to the park, and enjoy some of that park weather, and today is Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy your Sunday.
You are listening to a house.
Y'all make sure y'all enjoy your Sunday. Know that this not no holy day. It's Saturday. The Sabbath. Yeah. The moon, the stars, the sun, the moon and the sun, right? Make sure that you actually communicate with the moon and the sun, right? Utilize the energies, but we talking about the night and day, we talking about light and darkness, light and shadows, right? Get to know yourself. I say you get the understanding, right? Because we dealing with the lower chakras, right? The lower energy points, right? So get the understand, right? Get the understanding, right? Then once you get the understanding, you would get the overstanding, right? The things that surround you, spirituality, all of these things, right? Getting to know yourself, spirituality, connecting to the source, right? That's the overstanding. Connecting to the source is the overstanding, right? And then once you know that, you connected to the source, we got to know that you are what? It said, hey, let's make them in our image, right? In our likeness, right? So you got to know that you're a part of the sun, right? If you was created from the sun, then you're a part of the sun, right? So that's the overstanding, right? Where you coming into your higher self. And once you get to know your higher self, right? Then we start getting into the inner standing, right? The inner standing, right? Getting to know yourself, getting to know your body, how it operates, how your mind works. You know what I mean? Like why your mind is thinking like this, why is your body reacting like this? Your DNA, your genetic codes, the germs, the organisms, the bacterias, the viruses, all of these things, you start to get understanding of it because we dealing with the inner standing, right? So it's just a lot of knowledge, that we have to learn. I try to give it, but I know that this knowledge that I speak is not meant for the world, right? It's meant for a select few. And so course, I'm going to share this video. I'm going to share the information. But of course, it's up to you to get it, right? If you want this information, it's easy for you to receive it, right? There's no way that the enemy can keep this information away from you, right? You only choose not to listen to the information. For what reasons, I don't know. I don't care, because I had the information. If you trying to better yourself, if you want to, raise your vibrations and everything, then, you will listen to the video, and whatever you can get from this video to help you, you'll get it, right? And that's it. I'm not going to stress myself about, you not watching or people not watching, because you have to go what you have to go through, right? So yeah, with that, I'm out. Y'all enjoy your day. I'm about to go to the park, get my meditation on, and enjoy
Chapter 3.
enjoy my day. What?
3 initiates. This LibriVox recording
Like
is in the public
this is stuff that
domain.
I ride around.
Chapter 3.
Listening
Mental
to.
transmutation. Mind, as well as metals and elements, may be transmuted from state to state, degree to...
Oh, my bad too. Put your coppers, put your copper, put your gold. My bad. Hold on. Copper. Right? Put your copper on.
Chapter 3.
Put your
of the
copper
Kybalion
on.
By 3 initiates.
We have the gold for the inside. We got like I said, copper. We have zinc, magnesium, iridium, silver, platinum. We are the jewels, right? So you want to put these jewels back into your body, right? So you can actually connect more, right? To the unseen, right? So you can connect to the sun, and all of these things. So you have to restore all of these things back into your body. Get your chlorophyll. You make sure you go get your apple cider vinegar, right? You want to balance. You want a pH balance. You don't want it too acidy. You don't want it too alkaline, right? You want a pH balance so you can kill everything that's in you. Get you some turpentine and salt, right? Heat up the salt. Put the salt inside of a rag. Turn it into a heating pad, right? Put the rag, pour a little of the turpentine on the rag, right? With the heated salt inside the rag, and just put the rag around your body, right? Put it around your body. Or if you feel like, if you have bumps in that area, boils, these things. If you have eczema, these things, like, use the turpentine, use this ingredient and the salt to pull out all the poisons, all the nanotech, all the worms, the parasites. It'll pull all of this stuff from out your skin, right? Out your system, right? Put it around your stomach. It's going to pull out and kill the worms that's in your stomach. Put it around your head. It's going to pull and kill out the worms that's inside your head. With that, I'm out. It's too much. It's too much information. I would never charge, for this information, but I really don't like to give out information anymore to the people that, in their heads, they call me crazy and all of these things, right? So I've been doing a lot of work on myself and leaving, everybody else behind. As far as this social media, right? This illusion where anybody can be who they want to be, right? Anybody can be a spiritual teacher. Anybody can be connected, right? But when you deal with somebody like me that's really connected, and can see and hear and able to look at actions and see that you're not who you claim to be, right? So I deal with real life situations now, right? Whereas I have real people in real life coming up to me and they want help. I have real life people, that want these secrets, right? But we have to know that it's not easy and it takes time, right? We have to reprogram ourselves. And this stuff is not easy, and a lot of people, when they don't see results immediately, but they want to stop. So I'm here to help everybody out that want to be helped, right? I would never turn anybody down. I would never charge them, for any of this information, right? Or for anything. Because the universe is slowly but surely putting me in a position where I won't need for anything, right? And so when we talk about these spiritual teachers that's connected, right? If they're connected, right? Then we know, right, that they shouldn't be asking for money. They shouldn't be charging for things, right? If they're connected. We know that for a fact, right? Why? Because we can pull things from the other side, right? I don't need no money from you because you don't have no money, but I can get money from the government because they have all the money, right? So it doesn't matter if I take from the government because these are the enemies, right? And they have everything that we need already, right? So yes, let me get this 100,000, let me get this 1 million, right? Because this is mine and I need to help my peoples out, right? I need this so I can get this, right? Or I can do this ritual so I can, money will just come and I can pay my goddamn bills, right? But when people don't know the real, they'll be fooled by these people, right? Telling you $550 and you're gonna be the leader of this new world. See, I know money is nothing, right? It doesn't even exist. It's energy, but it's not the energy that we need to be dealing with, right? Because we can pull money from where? Thin air, right? I know for a fact that I'm sitting in a car that the universe gave me, right? Whether it's a Bentley or whatever, right? This car right here, the universe gave me this car. I had no money to buy this car, but yet I had the money to buy this car. So these things are real, right? I would never tell people I need these things. I spent all of this money, right? Because this money came to me free, right? And I brought all of these herbs. I brought all of this. I brought all of these things, right? I brought all of these things, right? I brought all of this. I brought all of these, right? Just so I can, all of these, right? Just so I can help people. Free. But people are so scared, right? They're so scared and they're so programmed that they want to go to the hospital. They want to take some drugs from the pharmacies, right? And I'm telling you that the doctor is killing you, right? I would never switch up anything, right? Because I want a video to be seen, right? I would never tell nobody to go to the goddamn doctors, right? Because I know the truth. I know what they're doing, right? So I would never say go to the doctor, but I would say eat right. I would say meditate. I would say breathe. I would say fast, right? And I would say connect. I would say heal with light, sound. That's what I would tell you, right? Because we had these people, these spiritual teachers that'll tell you, if you had a ringing in your ear, if it's not tetanitis, it's a spiritual ringing, but make sure you get tested. Huh? Ho. So we know that these people is a part of the government, right? And they telling you to go get tested so the government can tell you something else. The doctor's not gonna tell you, oh yeah, this is the spiritual awakening. I mean, like, this is your higher self or God's source communicating with you. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna say, take this medication, right? Take these prescriptions, right? And then we know that pharmacy, right, means what? Poison, right? Like, all you have to do is know the words, right? Every word that they give you have another meaning to it, right? And you have to know these other meanings so you can actually know what these people trying to do, right? So if you want them pills, which is poison, witchcraft, magic, right? But the most important thing is poison, right? Poison. So I would never tell people to go to the doctors. I would never tell people to do any of these things, right? I would tell you to go within, right? Meditate, fast, go within, and see what the problem is yourself, right? Once you see what the problem is yourself, right? This is called understanding. Once you see what the problem is yourself, then you can go out and get the herbs and everything to heal yourself. You can fast and heal yourself. Get rid of the mucus. Fast, getting rid of the mucus. Get you some Harataki, right? It's gonna clean out all your organs, right? And but I would never tell you to go to the doctors. I would never tell you that, because I know what the doctors are, right? I know the power of the mind. I know this. I know too much, so I can't tell you certain things, and I can't do certain things because I would never give nobody a gun to shoot me. I would never give nobody that's trying to kill me money, right? So they can go out and buy more poisons to poison me, right? So they can go out and corrupt more people. It doesn't work like that, right? As long as I keep on supporting my enemies, they're gonna keep on putting plots and plans together, right? Because they had the financial security to do it, right? To harm me, right? All because I kept on giving them the power, giving them the money, so they can actually do it and succeed. All right, so no, it would never happen. So yeah, learn a race system, right? Where we at right now, right? the sound waves and everything, the frequencies, it has been hijacked, right? It been hijacked. Now, you can connect and listen to. You can connect and actually listen to the original frequencies of the moon, of the earth, of the sun, of source, right? But you have to purify yourself. You have to listen. You have to listen, right? Semen retention. You need that life force. You need that vital life force, right? It build up your chi, right? Your aura field, right? The more you build your coat, right? It says Daniel, I believe, right? Or Joseph. Joseph had a coat of many colors, right? So we have to know that these colors as the light spectrums that's within you, right? That you can actually harness, right? The rainbow, right? They talk about the rainbow body, right? We have the archangels, right? Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Azel, each archangel is a archangel of light, right? A different shade of light with a different frequency, a different message for you to upload, for you to download, right? But semen retention is a must. For the females, get your body in order, right? My males too, but for the females, get your body in order. Put your pH balance right, eat right. For you can get that black hole, on point, right? For some inspirational, inspiring, motivational things to actually come from that black hole, right? That feminine energy is one of the strongest, right? Is the best. It deals with creativity, right? We co-creators. I know I had the power to create my daughter, right? And it doesn't just stop there, right? We have the power to create realities. We have the power to stop. We have the power to fly, stop bullets. All of these things is that we have to tap in, right? We have the power to control the water, right? We have the power to make it rain. Really make it rain, not no money. Make it rain. Right? It's all about tapping into, and then we deal with like witchcraft and all of these things, right? Like you had the Orisha spirits, right? Oshun, Kango, Shango, Yamaja, Ogun. Like we have, which is your chakra system, yin yang, energies transmitting and receiving, right? Light signals, light codes and everything, right? Which is our DNA, our ancestors is in our DNA. And so, yeah, with that, I know I keep on saying I'm out. All right, so each chakra is connected to a psychological. It is related to a specific psychological, pattern or trait or whatever that's in you. Your higher spiritual blueprint, intelligent function, right? Many of these functions are designed to increase higher sensory perception, right? So we wanna higher, a higher sensory perception, right? Because we want to know things without knowing, right? We want to be able to do things without doing, right? We want to be able to create things without creating. That makes sense. So it's about time for me to really go. I've been here for an hour and some change. Alright, so from here I'm about to go to the I'm about to go to the park. See if I can find me a tree to hold on to. So
Marathon music.
Look,
you don't got a clue what you wanna do. I'm busy getting rich. You think that I'm gonna stop for you? I built this on my own, and everybody know it's true. Still niggas act like they supposed to have control of what I do, but look, they don't got a clue of what I've been through. Nigga ain't had no trust funds or eat off no silver spoons. Nigga ain't had no peace inside my house until I moved, and I damn sure can't recall having no exit route with you. But really, I don't got a clue of what you even do. What good is a dream if you can't make your shit come true? What good is a team when everyone depends on you? Hope opportunity don't knock with opportunists, then your book is big. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cause if you sharing your success and not your struggle, you's a fool. Then you start to look like fool. The game don't even chew. Eat you up and shit you out, and then them critics say you grew. But look, they don't got a clue what you was trying to do. Keeping it 100 when 100 don't keep it true. But I'm gonna tell you what to do. Here is what you do. Say fuck the middleman. Get on your marathon and get your loot. I hustle cause I have to, not because it's cool. And over time became accustomed to the bullshit niggas do. Now I'm numb and it's cool. Had to bounce back and regroup. Hope you don't expect shit from me cause I don't want shit from you. Now I'm ballin' like I'm supposed to. Living life like we supposed to. Fucking bitches like we supposed to. Getting money like we supposed to. Smoking kush like we supposed to.
Chapter 9 of the Kybalion by 3 initiates. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain.
where's
Chapter
my
9.
pen?
Vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. The Kybalion. The great third Hermetic principle, the principle of vibration, embodies the truth that motion is manifest in everything in the universe, that nothing is at rest, that everything moves, vibrates, and circles. This Hermetic principle was recognized by some of the early Greek philosophers who embodied it in their systems. But then, for centuries, it was lost sight of by the thinkers outside of the Hermetic ranks. But in the 19th century, physical science rediscovered the truth, and the 20th century scientific discoveries have added additional proof of the correctness and truth of this centuries-old Hermetic doctrine. The Hermetic teachings are that not only is everything in constant movement and vibration, but that the differences between the various manifestations of the universal power are due entirely to the varying rate and mode of vibrations. Not only this, but that even the all in itself manifests a constant vibration of such an infinite degree of intensity and rapid motion that it may be practically considered as at rest. The teachers directing the attention of the students to the fact that even on the physical plane, a rapidly moving object, such as a revolving wheel, seems to be at rest. The teachings are to the effect that spirit is at one end of the pole of vibration, the other pole being certain extremely gross forms of matter. Between these two poles are millions upon millions of different rates and modes of vibration. Modern science has proven that all that we call matter and energy are but modes of vibratory motion, and some of the more advanced scientists are rapidly moving towards the positions of the occultists, who hold that the phenomena of mind are likewise modes of vibration or motion. let us see what science has to say regarding the question of vibrations in matter and energy. In the first place, science teaches that all matter manifests, in some degree, the vibrations arising from temperature or heat, be an object cold or hot, both being but degrees of the same things. It manifests certain heat vibrations.
Oh, that's one too. Make sure you take a cold shower. That cold water, will actually do something to you.
Many of them turn on their axes. The suns move around greater central points. These are beginning to move around still greater, and so on ad infinitum. The molecules of which the particular kinds of matter are composed are in a state of constant vibration and movement around each other and against each other.
I found my
The
pen,
molecules
so-
are composed of atoms, which likewise are in a state of constant movement and vibration. The atoms are composed of corpuscles, sometimes called electrons, ions, etc., which also are in a state of rapid motion, revolving around each other, and which manifest a very rapid state and mode of vibration. And so we see that all forms of matter manifest vibration in accordance with the Hermetic principle